By the end of its production run, the T-28 was in 4 versions, would become the most prolific trainer in Air Force history with over 20,000 produced. And taxiing out right now, Jet. And here they come, down and dirty, gear down. The 2 advanced trainers that replace the other engines in North American T-28A and North American T-28C. The Navy in the rear got its landing hook down. Again, the T-28, one more flyover and I'll take this I just described to you a moment ago. Well, they're not going to do a big job this time. We'll make so. The Confederate Air Force wants to give Central Banks to Burnham Mills, Saginaw, Thunder House, Army. Touchdown just about right.
Ken Sugar, go to your plane, please. Ken Sugar, go to your plane.
It was originally designed. Airplanes in the world. They are not being marketed today. There are very few parts available. The basic design of the airplane was derived from a propeller on a cruising speed. Somewhere during the prototype development stage of that aircraft, somebody came upon the idea of mechanically operated. It comes up very quickly. Reaching airspeed right now of about 8,000 airplane. Now airborne, now watch the wheels. They'll disappear right before your eyes very quickly. Just as fast as you can pull the mechanical lever. It'll be exiting the area off to the south here, retracting the flaps at about 120 knots or 150 miles an hour. Once the tail to the spine speed fast, about 250 miles per hour to let Ed get the feel for the airshow area. Turkey bird. Okay, spoke inside. Nose coming up, rolling the aircraft 90 degrees and flying the entire length of the flight right on its side. Very simple maneuver. That was used in the movie to fly through the hangar. Of course, that was not actually done in the movie. It was done running up, performing a 360-degree aileron roll for you out there, right over on the back. Coming right on around. Just as smooth as you like, perfectly symmetrical, centered in front of the ground. Second flight is 180 degrees, 70 degrees. You as a landing adjustment. 290 miles an hour. It's going to come on right now. And it'll be pulling back on the stick, entering about a 5 to 5.5 foot climb. Forming the first half of the first 5 feet. All the horizontally, all the cubanate.
It's hard to see. Oh, you sure can't jump on that?
Going to make 6 points of a hesitation roll. That's the first half of the maneuver. Those of us on this side of the airport can see it pretty well. But those of you on the other side of the airport, you're going to form a mirror image on your side, pulling back up to about 5.5 feet, coming up over the top, climbing at about 5,000 to 6,000 feet per minute right now. Slowing down over the top of the maneuver to about 150 miles per hour, getting a little bit light in the seat now. He lifts off on the back pressure. Pointing the nose down 45 degrees. This time he's going to make 4 points of a hesitation roll as he exits the area. Accelerating quite rapidly. You can see how quickly the airplane takes its speed in a dive. Smoke is cut. Into about 5 Gs, a vertical climb. Now you notice that the wheels getting over 90 degrees. The airplane goes slow down, stop. The air slide backwards and violently pitch over on its nose. Now watch this right about now. pitching over. It's going to swing back and forth kind of like a pendulum on the clock until it regains its airspeed. A little bit of fuel venting off the wings as he puts the throttle back up and accelerating out of the area. If you think that looks exciting to you, you should have seen down there. Power. This is going to come on. Nose coming up. Rolling in first. This is the set of course here. That's the air fuel. Coming over 720 degrees as that lands here. The way of flying a feather car in this aircraft, whereas flying a box pattern is that you get kind of a vertical entry rather than a horizontal one. Okay. Rolling the nose of the airplane up, rolling at 270 degrees now onto the downwind leg. There he is. Now I'm going to roll it another time. An extra 360-degree roll in there to give himself a little positioning against the crosswind. As he slows down on downwind leg, one of the things that you're not really able to see in this aircraft, but you'll be able to notice when you come over and look at it close up, it does have a thrusters. And it's a little scary because the little jet engine idles at 65% RPM, which is enough to propel this aircraft at 120 to 130 miles per hour in level flight. So that is now deployed the thrusters are going down sufficiently to extend the landing gear, extend the flap, and you'll be close to the thrusters, so you're coming over the main now. Right, and now, sometimes you can't switch to J column. And as it comes back round, back to the upright. You have to keep it in. 45 degrees. The upright is 45. Invert it now over the top. And back to the deck. Slow rolling the aircraft. The aircraft can keep their course directly in front of it. And to your left, the BD-5 with pilot Ed Johnson at the control. 4-point roll and the Beechcraft T-34, J column at the control. A big wave, ladies and gentlemen, to Ed Johnson. He'll taxi right up in front of the... And now, knife edge pass in the Beechcraft T-34, J column from Dallas, Texas. T-34 comes back across town. Holland, 5 days. Belgium, 18 days.
crash in 35 days. And now, voyage on the English Channel, the Fuhrer demands Britain surrender.
Going now sounds like it's not just bad. Change has taken place. The other today, and it's pretty up. It's
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in that the distance of the way from Japan makes it obvious that the attack was deliberately planned many days or even weeks ago.
You have just seen the reenactment of the Battle
Those
of Pearl
replicas is
Harbor,
something
the
in
attack of Pearl Harbor,
Australia?
presented by a gallant group of men from the Gulf Coast wing of the Confederate Air Force.
Through the genius of General Blair Jones, these pilots were taught not just flying, but air fighting tactics. When the American Air Volunteer Group was finally disbanded after America entered the war, they shot down nearly Tiger planes. You'll see the Tiger jaws painted on the front. Here it comes below a high-speed plane. The operations director from the Confederate Air Force Component Projections, R.T. Donahue, at the controls of the Curtiss P-40 Warhawk. I'd like to recognize the members of the Gulf Coast Squadron, the Tora group. Because of where they parked their aircraft, you're not going to be able to see them as they taxi down, but let me identify them for you. The Zero pilots are Mac Orr from Brentwood, Texas, Charles Hutchins from Lamar, Texas. More than one-half of America's entire naval fleet has been destroyed or damaged. 2,403 Americans have died and nearly 1,200 were wounded. 8 battleships have been hit, 2 destroyed, 6 heavily damaged. Our greatest naval base lay in ruin, along with our complacency. In the following weeks, Philippines, Singapore, Guam, and other Pacific targets offered stark evidence of the determination and plan of the Japanese Empire. Out of the ashes of early defeat rose the phoenix of future victory, though. A nation which had been basking in a twilight zone between war and peace found itself united and determination. The world's greatest industrial nation shifted into high gear virtually overnight. Production lines began to move at full speed with incredible efficiency and volume. The industrial and technological advances of a free nation began to provide the weapons for the two Wildcat. Watch him as he puts the distance. World War II fighter through his aerobatic maneuvers. Gonna do you a nice roll. 4-point roll. And the Grumman FM2 Wildcat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the pilot of this airplane not only has to possess superb flying skill, but he's got to have a strong arm. As he brings it right down on show center line, brings it down on the deck. Back to level flight. Little back pressure on the stick just about now. And flying the Grumman FM2 Wildcat right up to the beautiful blue sky here in Denton, Texas. Over into the inverted position, hanging in the shoulder harness right now. And an inside loop. If you rub it off, it's not going to be a loop. Nope, it's going to do a Cuban 8. Rolls into the upright position. This TV News does a complete Cuban 8. That's right. Back pressure on the stick again, climbs it right up. Hanging it right on the propeller across the top.
Straight
in the inverted position.
Yeah.
Rolls it once again back to the upright. And completes the maneuver known as the Cuban 8. Everybody give a nice wave to Colonel R.T. Donahue from Arlington, Texas. Also the pilot of the Yellow Roll, Colonel Donahue, the Curtiss P-40 Warhawk. Jackie Gaulding does a victory roll, and the end up to the right. Jack Gaulding is the Grumman FM2 Wildcat. He'll taxi all the way down to the spectators, so give him a nice wave as he comes by.
Really?
Seeing some of the bombers and some of the fighters of World War II. Now you're going to get a look at the trainer aircraft. These were a very important part of our war effort. And high overhead, we've got a flight of 6 days. That's what it is.
Many of our young men who went from the Ryan PT-22 trainer in 1817 the L1, and incidentally, Ray Norton, that is the only L1 in flying condition in the world today, directly before you.
At the controls is P.D. Straw.
And all those users of the Canadian Air Force, Royal Air Force of Canada. It was turned to harbor. This is one of the largest collections, ladies and gentlemen, of AP-6s that you'll see in flight for the military, for the Air Force during World War II. Jack Gaulding in the Grumman FM2 Wildcat. A great big wave to him. He's a lovable sort of guy.
That's not what I heard.
Yes, because they'll slip it. And if you missed the photo pass a moment ago of the North American 18-6 Texas, you're going to get another opportunity to see them as they make the second pass in just a moment. For those of you who have been watching the slope down at the north end of the field, this is a grass fire. It is off of the airport. It has nothing to do with any of our airplanes.